of them. Thank you, Education Secretaries and members of the Education Week Task Force 2024 for the time spent organizing and executing plans and decisions upon which the activities of the first ever Education Week have been anchored. The variety of activities during the Education Week has helped all players in the education enterprise of our diocese to take part in them. The children, teachers, head teachers, support staff, fathers in charge of schools, chaplains, and all have all participated in them. The Education Week has set all of us in new motion toward deeper collaboration in improving the leadership and pedagogy of our learning institutions. The Archdiocese theme for this year, as we have been stating it during our meeting since we started, we the baptized, let us journey together in communication, participation, and mission, has been echoed quite loudly and clearly in the activities of the Education Week. And I will continue to call upon you that indeed we bring that theme to the fore in all our activities so that our students and pupils get to know it and even to implement it in their own lives. So that it becomes part of our lives, which will influence our attitudes towards life and towards each other. The Holy Father, Pope Francis, by so putting the Synod on humanity so that we can derive this theme, intends for all of us to journey together. And you as leaders, it is important, it is necessary that you bring that to the fore and that the learners may also get to live in it so that they become more participants in the life of the church, in their own communities, and even in their families. And more support during the Education Week. We hope and pray that this partnership become even stronger in the future. It is good to see St. Bank here present with us, and indeed, it is our bank, and it is all of us to stand with it, to support it, and also to take advantage of it, because it is for that our fathers, the bishops, intended to put St. Bank in place, so that our financial support can be facilitated and eased by this institution. It is for us to be with it, to support it, and to march with it.
We've been having a full week of activities to mark the inaugural Education Week in Kampala Archdiocese, and it's organized by the Education Office of the Archdiocese of Kampala. On day 4, we've had the leadership conference, and we're also having a science and technology exhibition. The leadership conference is intended to retrain us towards transformative leadership. We've had great speakers, Dr. James Lyonga Nkata, Director General of Uganda Management Institute and a seasoned educationist, and Professor Anthony Mugaga Muwaga, the Principal, College of Education and External Studies, Makerere University. As heads of schools, chairpersons of boards of governors, school management committees, and governing councils of education institutions in Kampala Archdiocese, we must reinvent ourselves to fit in the times of the current generation. And that is why continuous education is so important, in the life of a healthy education institution. And the Education Secretariat of the Archdiocese thought it wise to re-energize ourselves by inviting the best speakers in the field of management in education to address the leaders of schools and institutions in Kampala Archdiocese. After the conference, we are going to have an exhibition, a science and technology exhibition for schools in Kampala Archdiocese. We want schools to become production centers. We want learners to gain skills of work so that if they come out of our schools, or even if they're still at our schools, they can produce for the rich market around us. We want the learners to become entrepreneurial in whatever they do. We put God first, but we also want them to thrive on earth. So we thank the Education Secretariat for organizing the Education Week. We thank His Grace Paul Semwogerere, the Archbishop of Kampala Archdiocese, for launching it and for participating in the planting of trees last Monday. We thank all schools and institutions for actively participating in the inaugural exhibition. We are hopeful that this was just the beginning, but it has set a great pace for the future. And we are thankful to the organizers, the Education Task Force, and all the educational fraternity that have joined in the activities throughout the week.